On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio, music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Tune.
A musical composition or set of musical notes that are played or sung. Verb, to adjust or set something to a specific condition or standard.
Examples:
The tune of a song. Tune a piano. The band played a beautiful tune on their instruments.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Principal.
Most important, main, or chief.
Examples:
Principal actor. Principal responsible. The principal reason for the company's success is its innovative products.
Temptation.
The desire to do or have something that you know you should not do or have, the act of influencing by exciting hope or desire.
Examples:
Withstand temptation. Many temptations. Researchers often succumb to the temptation of accolades and commit research misconduct.
Wishy-washy.
Lacking firmness or clarity, indecisive or uncertain, weak or ineffective in character, resulting in a lack of conviction or clear direction.
Examples:
Wishy-washy response. A wishy-washy policy. The politician's wishy-washy stance on the issue left voters feeling uncertain.
Abandon.
To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Eve.
Also as Eve, the day or period of time immediately preceding a particular event, the biblical figure who was the first woman and wife of Adam, according to the Jewish and Christian faiths.
Examples:
Eve of the party. Christmas Eve. The eve of the wedding was filled with excitement and anticipation.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Yield.
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
Corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
Resist temptation. Resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Impulsive.
Acting suddenly without any planning and without considering the effects they may have.
Examples:
An impulsive force. Do impulsive buying. He regrets the impulsive behavior he took in his drunken state.
Reflective.
Showing or characterized by deep thought, capable of physically sending back light or sound.
Examples:
Reflective practice. A reflective surface. He wrote a reflective essay on his experiences during the past year.
Promenade.
A stroll or walk, often taken in a public place or park. A public place for walking or strolling, often filled with shops or vendors. A dance movement in which the partners move around the floor in a circle or similar pattern.
Examples:
Evening promenade. Promenade in the park. The boardwalk by the beach was a beautiful promenade for tourists and locals alike.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Prey.
The object of a hunt, an animal hunted or trapped for eating.
Examples:
Prey of beast. Become prey to terrorists. The majority of snakes swallow their prey whole.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Pledge.
To make a formal promise to give or do something.
Examples:
Pledge my fidelity. Pledge military assistance. At this ceremony, we will pledge allegiance to the country's flag.
Abstinence.
The voluntary act of refraining from or avoiding the use of certain substances, typically referring to drugs or alcohol, or engaging in certain behaviors, such as sexual activity.
Examples:
Abstinence education. Abstinence-only movement. He decided to practice abstinence from alcohol after realizing his dependence on it.
Virgin.
A person who has never had sex. Adjective, being used or worked for the first time.
Examples:
Virgin material. Enter virgin territory. Within a few years, no virgin forests will remain.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly, with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples:
Trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Tempt.
To make someone want to do or have something, especially something that is unnecessary or wrong.
Examples:
Tempt young people. Tempt the taste buds. Though he was evil, he never tempted his friends into wrongdoing.
Marshmallow.
A spongy confection made from sugar, corn syrup, and gelatin, often flavored with vanilla and molded into shapes or used as a topping or decoration for desserts.
Examples:
Marshmallow fluff. Marshmallow treat. She roasted marshmallows over the campfire.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Delay.
To cause something to happen at a later time than originally intended or expected.
Examples:
Delay a flight 3 hours. Delay the new project. We delayed the payment because of an incorrect invoice.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Differ.
To be not like someone or something in some way.
Examples:
Differ from the majority. Differ according to species. The two products differed in their quality and price.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb: to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Confident.
Feeling sure about your abilities or qualities, or having trust in people, plans, or the future.
Examples:
Feel confident. A confident remark. I'm not confident in our victory.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into two pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Automatically.
Without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
Record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Overused.
Used too often or too much, to the point of becoming cliched, lacking originality.
Examples:
overused common. Overused cliche. The concept of time travel has become overused in science fiction and fantasy, with many movies and books exploring the idea.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Oriented.
Referring to someone or something that is focused or directed toward a particular goal or objective, organized around a specific principle or approach.
Examples:
oriented graph. Technology-oriented. The company is very customer-oriented and strives to provide excellent service.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
an irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples.
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples.
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples.
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples.
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples.
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Unaware.
Not understanding something or having knowledge or idea of something.
Examples.
Entirely unaware of the danger. Unaware of the reality. He was unaware of the scrutiny.
Extent.
The point or degree or area to which something extends.
Examples.
Certain extent. The extent of the damage. I was amazed at the extent of her generosity.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples.
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Hedonist.
A person who believes that pleasure and happiness are the most important goals in life.
Examples.
Hedonist lifestyle. Aesthetic hedonist. The hedonist's extravagant spending and indulgent lifestyle eventually caught up with him, and he was forced to make major changes.
Fatalism.
The belief that all events, including human actions, are predetermined and inevitable, the acceptance of fate or destiny without resistance.
Examples.
Fatalism philosophy. Cultural fatalism. Society's deep-rooted fatalism made it difficult for progress to be made.
Transcendentalism.
A philosophical and literary movement of the mid-19th century that emphasized the spiritual and intuitive over the empirical and rational, valued individualism, nonconformity, and a connection with nature. Prominent figures included Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau.
Examples:
Modern transcendentalism. Transcendentalism movement. The belief in individualism was a cornerstone of transcendentalism philosophy.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Flexibility.
The quality of changing or being changed easily according to new conditions or situations.
Examples:
Mental flexibility. The flexibility of the body. We dealt with those problems with speed and flexibility.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Optimal.
The best, most likely to be successful or advantageous.
Examples:
Achieve optimal health. Optimal for intellectual growth. Wild animals need to go forward with the optimal action to survive.
Moderately.
To an average size, amount, degree, or strength.
Examples:
A moderately hot day. Eat moderately. The dance classes he started were moderately successful.
Moderate.
Being within reasonable limits, not excessive or extreme.
Examples:
Moderate growth. Moderate risk. He had a moderate understanding of the topic but needed further research.
Temporal.
Of or relating to time as opposed to eternity.
Examples:
A temporal restriction. Temporal history. The temporal nature of the universe is a subject of much debate among scientists.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another. Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Soar.
To fly or rise very high or to a great height, often with great grace or ease.
Examples:
Soar in popularity. Soar to new heights. The bird soared through the sky, and its wings spread wide.
Destination.
The place to which someone or something is going or being sent, the ultimate purpose or goal of a journey or action.
Examples:
Travel destination. Romantic destinations. I am excited to reach my destination and explore the new city finally.
Explore.
To travel to or penetrate an area or a country to learn about it, to thoroughly examine a subject or a possibility to learn more about it.
Examples:
Explore the world. Explore our options. The management must explore strategies to increase office security.
Sensual.
Relating to or consisting in the gratification of the senses or the indulgence of physical pleasure.
Examples:
Sensual appeal. Speak in a sensual tone. The room was filled with the sensual aroma of incense and flowers.
Excess.
An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable.
Examples:
Lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of access leads to the palace of wisdom.
Posit.
To suggest or accept something as fact or as a basis for argument or consideration.
Examples:
Posit the existence of life after death. Posit the premise. We should posit several hypotheses to discuss the matter.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Indulgence.
The state or act of allowing oneself or another person to enjoy the pleasure of something that is considered to be a pleasure or luxury.
Examples:
Plenary indulgence. Selfish indulgence. He allowed himself a few small indulgences during his diet.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Ghetto.
An area of a city in which members of a particular group, typically an ethnic minority, usually live in poverty and with a high population density.
Examples:
Ghetto apartments. Ghetto school. The residents of the ghetto faced poverty and discrimination.
Intervene.
To intentionally get involved in a situation to improve it or prevent it from getting worse.
Examples:
Intervene in a dispute. Intervene between quarreling parties. Following international law, our country does not intervene in the internal affairs of our neighbors.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Energetic.
Possessing or exerting or displaying energy.
Examples:
Energetic density. Energetic dog. This process caused an energetic chemical reaction.
Productive.
Resulting in or making a lot or a significant amount of something, especially something of value.
Examples:
Low productive capacity. Productive meeting. The new employee proved extremely productive, completing projects ahead of schedule.
Dropout.
A person who leaves school, college, or a training program before completing it.
Examples:
The dropout rate. Dropout student. The high school dropout rate has decreased significantly in recent years thanks to educational initiatives and support programs.
Combat.
A fight or battle, usually between opposing military forces, an engagement in which opposing parties attempt to defeat each other by force.
Examples:
Combat zone. Hand-to-hand combat. The veteran was honored for his service in combat.
Addiction.
The inability to stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples:
Alcohol addiction. Addiction to foreign oil. He is now fighting his addiction to drugs.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Vet.
Also a veterinarian, a person who has a medical degree trained to examine and take care of the health of animals.
Examples:
Vet clinic, vet checkup. We had to take our dog to the vet because she was not feeling well.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctors said that her recovery was a miracle.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Conservation.
The protection of something important, such as the natural environment or artificial structures, especially from the damaging effects of human activity.
Examples:
Soil conservation. The conservation law of physics. The forest was recently designated a conservation area.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Alter.
To cause to change or make different.
Examples:
Alter a decision. Alter data in a file. The design of the web page has altered slightly.
Appeal.
A serious, earnest, or urgent request for money, information, or help, a quality that makes somebody or something attractive or interest.
Examples:
Draw out your appeal. An appeal for help. He needed to resolve the problem as soon as possible, so he made an appeal directly.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Terror.
Intense fear, a state of intense fear or alarm.
Examples:
Terror attack. Terror group. The bomb blast spread terror among the people.
Mod.
A modification or alteration, typically one made to improve something or increase its functionality. A British teenager or young adult in the 1960s, noted for their close consciousness and opposition to the rockers.
Examples:
Mod culture. A house with mod cons. The mod for the video game added new features and improved gameplay.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Clash.
A fight or argument between two groups of people, a loud noise caused by striking against something.
Examples:
A clash of viewpoints. A clash between the two task forces. Her dress was a disturbing clash of colors.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.